guys, welcome to Somewhere in the Middle. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Angie.
Today we're going to be looking at the childless woman. Is that still a stigma, the barren woman?
It is, but don't you want to tell our viewers why we're next to each other?
Oh yeah, we're in the same house. We're in my house. Angie came to visit because her birthday's coming up. Yay!
21 again, y'all. 21.
She did it again. It's amazing. We don't know how it happens, but yeah. So anyway, we're going to turn up or whatever, social distancing somewhat. Oh, yeah. So anyway, it's Angie's birthday. So we're here at my house. She came back to the H, So anyway.
Now, back to while we're here.
Yeah. Okay. I know some childless women, my age, past my age, is that still an issue?
Yeah, I think people still put stigmas on women who don't have kids. I had children at a very young age.
How many, girl?
Girl, I had one.
Exactly.
It was like having six, Lord
right.
Jesus. When I was 2. So, I was a very, young parent. And I couldn't imagine now in the world we live in, especially with the things that have transpired in 2020, raising a baby now. I couldn't imagine homeschooling, virtual school. There's no disconnect. Oh, Lord, I couldn't imagine. But yeah, there's still a stigma. Their society still thinks that if a woman doesn't have kids, that
she's not fulfilling her life.
Right.
Her life is not fulfilled. For some reason, she is missing out on something. Right. She's not serving her purpose, right. Or all of that. So do we agree with that?
No, we don't. I mean, granted, we're both parents. We're both mothers. Some of us are grandmothers. I won't tell you which one.
My children are 12 and 7. So
damn,
there went that. But yeah, so no, I do not think that. I was not a person who felt like my life would be fulfilled once I had kids or once I was married. And so I grew up in my whole, life plan of if I ever get married, then I will have kids. However, what had happened was there was quite a bit of, partying, and
it was having a drink named after you.
It was having a drink named after me at the bar and just doing so many things in my early 30s that were not, I was doing very well. I was working, right. I was going to school. I was doing my practicum in psychologist's office, and I was going, but I was going to hit that bar, honey.
Right.
And I asked God in February, Lord, what is it going to take for me to calm down, to sit down somewhere, because I was going nonstop, and I didn't know if it was going to be me, getting a DWI or killing somebody, killing myself, or what. But I wasn't missing no work. I was excelling in school and so on and so forth. Anyway, after my turn up for my birthday that same year, toga party.
What's that after the toga party?
That was a couple of weeks after the toga party. Anyway, after my turn up that year for my birthday, epic. Couple of weeks after that, the Lord say, I got something for you.
Right. You remember that question you asked me about what it was going to take? Here it is.
Yes. You remember that discussion we had back in February? Got something for you. So at that point, I was like, you know what? I've done everything else, right. I might as well, do this now. Right. And so, but no, I don't think that it has made my life better than what it would have been had I not done it personally. Right.
See, I would say that my daughter made my life better, because having her at such a young age, she gave me focus when sometimes there wasn't focus. When I wanted to go out with my friends and turn up and go to the after hours and extra stuff, I had class in the morning. I didn't know. It's part of some of the issues that I'm having in life now, but I didn't have any guidance. I didn't know what to do. I just knew they always said, if you went to school, you'll get a great job and you'll make money and you'll be able to take care of your family. So I was going to school. It was the only hustle I knew how. And every time I wanted to quit, you know, I had this little person looking up at me like, hey, mommy, you're my best friend and you have all the money in the world. What are we going to do next? So I had to do it for her. And she was my reason. Had I not had Adrian, I don't know where my life would have been right now. And that's the God's honest truth. I barely made it out of high school. If I wouldn't have had her, I don't know what that alternative is, but I know the path that I was on before I had her, even when I kind of sidestepped a little bit after I had her. If I didn't have her.
Yeah. So yeah, I look at, again, I did look at my pregnancy as my wake-up call. I and for many years I felt like getting pregnant at that time was the best thing that could have happened to me, you know. But at the same time, baby, I was enjoying my life. You know what I'm saying? I was doing me. I was having a blast. And so, again, I can't say that my life has been better, but I do think, you know, I don't know if something else could have possibly happened that would have made such a drastic change for me in my life. And so, I don't know. But I feel like the people I know who don't have kids are thriving. Like they are. And you know, some of them don't have kids for various reasons. You know, it's not some, you know, some of them have wanted kids and some of them have, you know, or still want kids and, you know, all of those different phases. But I feel like if it's not your path, then you cannot let somebody make you feel like it's something wrong with that.
Right.
You will, if you watch any of our videos, you will see that we're all about you living the best life for you. Right. And it's not going to be the same for everybody.
Facts. But, you know, you brought up a point. You said, you know, when you see some of your friends that you see that they're thriving, I would also say that sometimes when you looking from the outside in, all that glitter ain't gold. And what you see is thriving may not be thriving. It may just be surviving. Because, you know, you brought up a valid point. They might have been trying to have kids and couldn't have kids. They could have decided to not want kids. They could be in relationships where kids aren't produced, you know, in homosexual relationships, you know, and don't want to adopt. I mean, there are various, you know, reasons why somebody doesn't have kids. But I would also say that you don't know what goes on internally with somebody. You know, I know women who were, you know, maybe molested as children and never, you know, dealt with that childhood trauma. And so having a man touch them in that kind of way on the outside, you see them traveling, living their best life, and they go home and cry at night because they just can't have a man be close to them. So they can't even get to the point of having a relationship to have a child. But when you're looking at somebody else's life, don't judge them. Don't think that they have it, you know, or they're living some kind of way and you're not, because you don't know their story. You don't know what they suffer with at night.
Yeah, and if that's you guys, if you are one of these people that in these tragic situations, please go talk to somebody. Please go talk to somebody, because I'm not saying that you can't continue on the way that you are, but you could be a lot more fulfilled. You know, I hate to see people living, you know, in a torturous type of situation like that when therapy is something, guys. It really is. I'm not just saying that, you know,
because she has a degree in psychology.
Look, as a pseudo mental health professional,
we're the untherapists.
Yes, honey.
But having a child does not validate you. Yeah. It doesn't give you what's the word I'm looking for?
It don't make you no better than nobody else. It don't make you no worse than anybody else. At all. If you don't have kids, it's your life, you know.
But your fulfillment shouldn't come from having kids either. So if you do have children, if you make them your entire life.
Ooh, speak on it.
And what happens when they become adults and grow old? But that's a form of trauma when you bond with your children and your children in your whole life and you don't have a life outside of your kids. That ain't healthy either, baby. No. Come to happy hour with me and Nikki.
Baby, because look here. Them kids, they are well taken care of, I promise you. However, I gave up my life, and I have an essay about that if y'all want to read it, I'll post it. But I gave up when that little girl came. Baby, I questioned everything. I didn't want to be 2 feet away from her. And I just felt like if I'm going to be her mom, that's what I'm going to be. People are like, oh, let's go here, let's go. No, I'm not doing all of that. I had no desire to do all that. But trust me, that lasted a good 9, 10, 11 months. And I had to go to Phoenix for a doctoral residency. And I was a mess because I had to go, but I had to be there for my child. She stayed with my mom. I would call every time I got out of class, I'm calling, girl, this baby ain't thought about you. This baby ain't thought about you. So that opened the window for me to be like, you know what, maybe I don't have to be by my child's side every minute of the day. And baby, look.
But can I just say, you were a phenomenal mom. When Geneva came and like you did her room and you would cater to her every desire and every, like, I was like, who is this? Is this my friend? That's a mom. Like, I was shocked. You know, my daughter was like 40 at the time. She used to babysit my baby. Right,
exactly.
But you were a great mom. You were a great mom. I mean, you still are.
I don't know about, still. Who knows? But you know, I did what I did. The only thing I knew to do, and then, you know, nobody's perfect. That role is never gonna be perfect for anybody. But yeah, it was a shocker on everybody when I had a baby. Yes, I ain't having a baby. No, I ain't having a baby. No, hey, you having a baby? It was because I'm telling you, baby. Anyway, nevertheless, no, it does not. It doesn't make you any, you know, better or worse than anybody else. As long as you are living a life that's fulfilled, as long as you are, you know, constantly moving in the direction in which you want to go in, you know, it's your, you know, that's fine. You know, I personally don't think you should feel any kind of way about it. Now, I do have another topic on here. Do you prefer a man with or without kids? Now, because we're both, you know, in various stages of singlehood and dating. So if you single, honey, you know. Anyway, but dating now.
So there's a whole laundry list for me. I don't date men with small kids under 5. I don't date men with multiple baby mamas. I don't date men who have okay, maybe I don't date men with kids. I don't date men with young children, and they can't have more than 2 kids, and they can't have multiple baby mamas. So they need to have had one wife, one baby mama, and the kids need to be over the age of 15.
All of them that she don't want, I take any of them. Okay.
Well, I'm at a different place in my life. You have kids at home.
Yes.
I don't have any children at home.
Yeah.
I don't have any children. I have a grown adult and a goodess. And yeah, that doesn't fit in. You said you like peace. I like peace too. Multiple baby mamas bring drama. I can't deal with all of them.
That's another show because I mean I have a child with my ex-husband and we have as close to 0% drama as you can possibly get. So it's not always the case. But I got some knowledge for y'all on that. But the point is, for me, if a guy, you know, in my age group tells me that he doesn't have kids, for me, that just shows me that we're probably not gonna go very far, personally.
Why? So you gonna judge the man if he don't?
I'm a judge him.
But we just told the women not to be judged if they don't have children.
I don't care. Because I feel like when you do, the guys that I have known, I have some friends, some very close friends. When I tell you, oh, if one of y'all watching this show, the 2 of y'all that told me y'all having kids this year, baby, y'all don't know how much better I sleep knowing that y'all are having kids, baby. It has just completely fulfilled me. Because when one of them, named Mike, when you said you had a baby on the way, baby, I was like, yes, yes, yes. Then I was like, oh, it ain't but one left, George. And then somebody posted he had a baby on the way. I was like, oh, good. Just now sit down somewhere. Pick this woman who has and just. Oh, anyway.
I think our viewers want to know why the double standard.
I'm biased. I'm biased because these men that I knew, who I know who don't have kids, I felt that they were in a state of a kind of like a suspended state of,
kids ain't gonna change that.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. You
what's the relationship with their mothers?
You don't know your life as an adult without kids. See what I'm saying? When you become an adult, now the women that I know who don't have kids are still very nurturing. You know, they have matured. They're women. We're always going to be that, you know, and you know, if you're not, it's not saying something wrong with you, but the ones that I know take care of people. Right. You know what I'm saying? They take care of even their animals. They're still nurturing. They're still these men. I would not have left my kids with them because I remember one time, Georgia. You remember when at my house, my baby was crying and he holding my baby like this. What's wrong with you? No, hold the baby. So I could just see them. I know how having a child changed me. I'm a gangster, you know what I'm saying? But I know how having kids changed me. And so I can't wait to see that growth and that development in them. You know what I'm saying?
A baby doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to transition. I know men who got kids and still don't change their diapers.
No. I'm talking about men. Now I'm talking about these men are men. Like they're going to take care of their kids. They're going to be amazing fathers. They're going to.
I don't believe that these two that we're talking about are going to be amazing fathers.
I do. I think that I know them. Like I know they're going to. I can't wait. Like I can't wait. Like these guys, it's. I just know that they're going to grow and blossom and just thrive as fathers. Like these are amazing guys, and if y'all know y'all gonna watch this video.
I'm still trying to figure out though why women can be okay not having kids, but men need to.
Because the women, and I'm only speaking about the women that I know and the men that I know. The women that I know, I can't say a child changes you. I can't say it's gonna make them better. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that it's going to put them in a position in life where they, understanding opens up to them that they needed to get to. I feel like those two guys that I'm thinking about needed to get to this point in their life. I honestly feel like that, and I'm so excited to have a conversation with them after it hits them, after they see that little face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
but these are your friends, so you have seen them grow over the years.
And then I've known both of them for at least 10 years. So, I mean, and again, I don't know. So no, I would not date, not seriously, we just hanging out, hanging in, it don't matter. But to take somebody seriously like that, and I've actually been surprised recently with the older guys, the empty nesters, who are still interested in dating me personally. Just like you said, you don't want, somebody with kids at home, and they know, that I have kids
at home.
But
you're cool as fuck.
Absolutely.
Did I curse?
She did. She always did. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So
I want to hang with you too, though. Yes. You're sexy. You're cute.
I do what I do. But no. So yeah, I personally wouldn't have a feeling about that if they decided that they didn't want to date me because I do have young kids. I always let it be known that. I do have young kids. I have an ex-husband. There's no drama associated, and I ain't accepting no drama from nobody. Because, peace. Yeah. So anyway, do you prefer men with or without kids? I prefer one who has them or who has had, kids at some point. Personally, I think the guys that I have dated, whether short-term or long-term, who have kids, I trusted them with my kids. Right. You know what I'm saying? And my kids are better for having known them, all of them.
That's so sweet.
Mm-hmm. I honestly believe that. Whether, if the relationship worked out or not, they were contributing members of our family. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's sweet.
And so...
Well, I like men who have kids because I'm not going to have none. So I need them to already have some.
Have whatever you going to have.
So they just need to be old with one woman that you really want married to for an indefinite period of time.
I can't. What the?
Well, because, when they've had these relationships I was married to my, ex-wife for 20 years. There's still so much history and
you don't want nobody.
That's why I'm single.
Because her list is long, honey. Wait a minute.
And I think my future husband probably shorter than 5'8". Lord, if he's shorter than 5'8", just let me know.
You better take him because, baby, that list is long. My list ain't that long. As long as you don't bring me no drama. And
so he could be 5'6" with 12 kids with no drama and you gonna love him?
There's too many kids. He gonna be trying to put one in me. I ain't having nothing, baby. I ain't having
every girlfriend that had my baby, you gonna be next.
Baby. I know how to read a red flag. My brother's name is Joe Wiley. Hey Joe, love you, brother. But yeah, no. So yeah, I think that topic has been exhausted. Live your life. Absolutely. You know, if you have a baby at some point, that's great. That's awesome. If you are not having one, you've decided that you're going to stop trying, or your life, continue to find happiness and peace. Right. And, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. My children are awesome, amazing, and great. And I'm lucky that with all the damage I did to my body, my eggs still produce something that wasn't, you know, psychotic or, you know.
Well, we don't know yet. They still young.
No, we would know. Trust me. I don't use that master's in psychology for nothing but looking at them kids. Trust me. But yeah, so that was luck. Truly luck. And I ain't rolling that dice no more. That's it. Whatever these do, that's what they do, because I ain't doing no more of that. Anywho, but yeah, I love my kids, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm still me.
Right. Being used, how you got your husband, but that's another conversation for another day.
Eek. So anyway, all right, guys, that's it, and see us in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.